Welcome to Big Braids and Crypto. I'm your host, Mr. Big Braids, coming to you live from reservation somewhere, taking a look at BTC. Well, let's get it started. A lot of people see it as tragedy. I definitely see this as opportunity. And a lot of people hear that. A lot of people, they see my tweets. They hear me talking about the sales price action that we got going on. A lot of this, and this has been setting up for quite some time now. We've been actually taking a look at this head and shoulders play out, over the past month and the past few months, and we are definitely pulling back to the 618. And if we do lose the support at 36,931, if we lose that support there, we're definitely going to be pulling back to the 618, and this head and shoulder scenario will be directly playing out. So when I do see this pattern playing out, and like I said in a lot of previous videos, I start looking at the pullback to the the most identifiable support towards the bottom. So when I started seeing this scenario play out, I knew there was going to be some good oops going in there. And definitely, just the way the market's been going, how the news plays out and stuff like that. But first and foremost, you always got to remember, this is not financial advice. These are my views and opinions on the market only, and you always got to do what's right for you. So when I started seeing this pattern play out, you've heard that in the last videos. A lot of people were like, it's bottomed. There was a lot of speculation, there was a lot of news thrown out there and such, but right here, I was trying to talk myself out of it too. I was like, oh yeah, it could be possibly penned up, but I still kept for those sales, because no matter how I just could not. I just could. Sometimes you got to zoom out and take a look at the big, the long term picture of it, and what influence that's going to have on things to come. So it had there been a lot of good news coming out of this, and we definitely could have been made some moves to the upside. Had COVID not have hit, possibilities were there. There was a lot. There's a lot of stuff. Definitely possibilities that go on that could have played out in this action here, but the pattern just basically set itself up, and big industry basically, if I could take a look at that, and I'm just got some guy on a mountain, then there's going to be a bunch of corporates in the room, a bunch of whales sitting around, and they're going to be like, you see this playing out, we're definitely could probably get some lower price action on this BTC, and that's definitely what a lot of people are looking to do, especially that's what I'm definitely looking for, this lower price action. But I do a lot of DCA, and before I started making the videos, it was easier to just throw the stuff in there and not look at the market, and just keep it good like that. And there was no worries and concerns. I was just like, okay, well, my money's working for me somewhere. And but as far as now, take a look at it every day. You definitely keep an eye on that, the bigger picture. And I know a lot of people is like, it's hard for, you just, you gotta, a lot of people that are getting into this game, they don't know the patterns, they don't know the setups for the sales action, and that's why a lot of us do this. A lot of us do these videos and such, and there's a lot of us that don't get paid out of it, but we continue doing it just because there was nobody there for us in the beginning when we started losing money. And I can't talk for everybody else, but that's why Mr. Big Braids comes out, and I make sure that at least a lot of people are at least a little bit informed on what's going on. I'm not a green candle chaser. I look for the lowest prices possible. I do a lot of accumulation over time. I'm looking for the long term. I'm here for the next 10 years. I tell everybody that I'm still, I'm sink or blast off in crypto, and in the stock game, I'm just, long term, and as well as, just throwing some cash in the, investment area of it in the stock game. I make a lot of funds just accumulating because I never look at it. It just sits there. So, but crypto, I look at it every day. So, this is my excitement, and And it's awesome to look at the market, seeing all this opportunity and such, seeing crypto so new still, and there's a lot of stuff going on with it. There's a lot of countries that are saying, we'll take it then, and there's a lot of countries that are like, well, you know what, this might not be the right thing, but regardless, I've used walked into a few establishments, and they were using some of these systems, and I was like, damn, in my area. So that was definitely exciting. I was like, I that was a good sign the other day. I was like, man, you guys you just transferred my money using that system. So yeah, that was definitely awesome. But definitely got to research the projects that you get into, and I know a lot of that's going to be on the table when they start doing the regulations. They're going to want to talk about what the cryptocurrencies are doing, what's the project based on, is there even a project with it? Because a lot of coins are just launching these days, and there's not really very much information, but they're getting launched, and that's affecting the market as well. Because there's like tons and tons and tons of coins, and when crypto first popped out and we started getting some major motion, I know there wasn't very many in the beginning, and nowadays, holy smokes, there's like, I mean, if I could just, a lot of people could just think of a name and it's probably already a crypto. so so from my reads, it sounds like they're probably just going to basically be you know, cutting those down to minimals, and grouping things into different groups. But that remains to be seen. They haven't released any information on it yet, but there's just speculation from a lot of different news groups that just taking stabs in the dark and throwing some information out there. I'm sure there's some of it that's pretty good, and some of it that's just total BS. But we definitely got to keep an eye on that news. We definitely got to keep an eye on this market, and I'm still rolling with the. Looking for these low prices, I'm looking for the lowest possible price action on BTC. I see a lot of chatter out there, a lot of people talking about BTC, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the crypto world's going down and all this kind of stuff." But those, those of us that have been in the game for a long time, it's like, my God, look at these sales, this is like I mean, but everybody's got their opinion. Everybody's got their way that they do and they're investing. And this is just my plan, my game plan action at it. As far as crypto goes, as far as the stock game goes, and that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. And that's why. You always gotta, you always gotta remember that this is not financial advice. These are my views and opinions on the market only, and you always gotta do what's right for you. So definitely, Mr. Big Braids, I'm still rolling with it. I'm still here, gonna be launching these videos. So uh, sink or blast off, we're still rolling at it, and we're just going to continue with that. So no matter what, we're going to adapt. We're going to continue, and we're going to keep making money however we can. We're going to find a way. We're going to the grids are always going to be here. There's a lot of projects we can look at and stuff like that. So we're just going to continue. And so BTC, there's a grid line. I'm looking at it right now. It's in the market. So I'm looking at it right now. It's there. So so definitely keep an eye on this price action. And you know right now there's a lot going on in the world. So I mean, this 786 isn't entirely out of the picture, and but a lot of people could be looking for some place to put their money away now, and BTC might possibly be the place. And so I just really like to watch the news, because every day it's like this and then change and then this and then change back and then this and change back, and it just gets the market all out of whack. And I'm sure that drives the fear index up way up there as well. And but it keeps my price action going in the right direction, because I definitely can accumulate at some prices that I would never have thought I would have ever been able to buy in on a lot of these projects. Because even in the beginning of when the market was I was like, damn man, I wish I could have got into some of that action. A lot of stocks, a lot of stuff was quite a ways up there, and now it's like, and that was, a lot of projects trade regularly at a regular price. You take a look at it, and then once this market starts doing this dip, it's like, man, I just got to find, looking around for the best sale price action on everything. Yeah, so it's actually pretty easy at this point. so so yeah, but that's my plan at it. And as far as BTC goes, I'm going to keep plugging the videos out on it, and all the rest of the crypto, and we're going to keep this action going and keep everybody informed. So for everybody that's new to the show here, be sure to like and subscribe. We're going to keep the videos going. We're going to keep the price action pumping, and we're going to keep looking for those sales. So for everybody that's buying into crypto, good luck. And you always got to remember, this is not financial advice. These are my views and opinions on the market only, and you always got to do what's right for you. So you always have a good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night. Mr. Big Braids is signing out.